People be looking at me funny, trying to figure out what are you.
I got a DM, a nigga said, do you remember me? My cousin asked me, did they find out who shot Lil Reese? How the fuck I'm posting up?
What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the vault. I just got a camera. Hopefully the quality looks a little better than when I record on my iPhone. If not, guess I just wasted my money. Make sure y'all make sure y'all subscribe, hit that notification bell. Yeah, I see it. Ooh, I feel OC. Primarily, I'm gonna talk about posting every day for 30 days. My results from it, how I did it, and why I did it. I'm making this video because I have always been a struggling content creator with like having time to make and post content. It's not easy, you know, posting videos every day and editing them and having like a 9-to-5 job. But if it's doing what you love, then it doesn't feel like work. So basically, it is very difficult to blow up or scale your social media nowadays. A lot of things have been done, especially within different niches. You're within the fashion niche, like a lot of things are being done, things are being more innovative every day. So it's like it's harder to separate yourself. Within streaming, if you want to be a streamer, these streamers, Kai Cenat has blown the top off of that thing. He had mariachi bands in his house. These guys are doing IRL streams in other countries. They're Speed's traveling the world. IShowSpeed travels the world, okay? And they treat him like Michael Jackson in some places. It is so saturated now within content creation in general that when you find your niche, the only way to succeed is to be consistent. The only way to succeed is to constantly push out your content, because it's a lot of the times people make good content, but sometimes it's just not being seen. The algorithm isn't pushing it out. If people follow you and subscribe for recurring videos, almost like a newspaper. Like they know what's gonna come from your channel. They have like the same recurring videos, you know, like they know what to expect. Then it creates this sort of rapport, and then you have this community built up because they know you're gonna post a video, they know what type of videos you're posting, they can talk about it, they can communicate with you, and then you're responding to all your comments, creating that dialogue with them. It's the hardest part of it, but it's also like one of the most important. Hard work will beat the talent. You know what I'm saying? Like being consistently, constantly showing up, that is going to go further than just being talented and posting once a week, once a month, you know, not really active, not responding to comments. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to get the feel into the groove of posting every day. Last year, I would be somewhat consistent with TikToks, like post maybe on Tuesday, Thursday, once a day. You know, it's like twice a week, but never really gained, you know, traction, never could really build a community of people to my account, never could really keep, you know, people coming and people stay on my account. Because I would always leave. I would always just take long breaks from my TikTok. I would leave the TikTok. And so that's why I wanted to take on this challenge of posting every single day for 30 days for the month of January. I want to set the tone for my 2026, really. And because that's what I expect from myself this year in terms of content creation. I've been blessed enough to have a job that allows me the time of day I can create content when the sun is still up, you know what I'm saying? And I'm very grateful for that. Now I'm gonna talk about how I was able to do it. It really wasn't motivation that was keeping me going. I had systems in place that made sure I had a post ready, at least one, you know what I'm saying? So whatever video I wanted to post for, you know, I made sure I recorded the day before. So I made sure I knew I had enough time to edit it, whether that was at night or the following morning. I always posted some sort of content, like I try to record 1 to 2 to 3 videos the day before, just to have. Maybe I planned, you know, to post all 3. Maybe I only plan on posting 1 or 2. Some days I would try to record like 4 or 5 videos. It was not easy, but you need to post multiple times a day, every day, if you want your account to be seen. And it's not as hard as you think. can be difficult, but it's not as hard as you think. If you have, you know, found your niche and you know about topics within your niche, whatever video like idea that comes to mind, just make it, bro. Just make that shit. Like, don't hesitate. Or if you can't, if you're not in a position to make it, like, write it down, put it in your notes, and then as soon as you get home, as soon as you got some good lighting, pull your camera out and make that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't think about it. Like, the more you think and wait on it, like, that is, I'm saying like a lot. I hate that shit. Like, I have a speech impediment. Systems. Having systems in place is what allowed me to post every day. There was almost a week I got sick in January. Literally, I was like throwing up. My stomach felt terrible. I was dehydrated. Like 2-3 days, I did not want to pick up. I couldn't pick up my camera physically. I may have missed like one day in there, but if I did, I was like posting multiple times a day. So like it made up for it. Like I didn't post just once every day. Like there were days where I posted 3 or 4 videos. Having systems in place, even when you're unable to do things, you don't feel motivated, you physically can't, you know, I think that's important to succeeding. And lastly, just reflecting on posting every day. I don't know, it's interesting. Some days it feels good. You feel validated because you created something. But then some days it's like, I feel like a fucking idiot. You know, like when you post and like there's no comments, like 2-3 likes. Like I have a couple hundred followers, you know, there's a few hundred people here. People just looking at me, like staring at me. It is weird, but it's also not something I'm not used to. You know, whether you like it or not, people stare. If you look a little different, people stare. People have always stared at me. I'm a little brighter than most. People be looking at me funny, trying to figure out what are you. So I think I've always kind of embraced being looked at. I'm not gonna stop being me because of that. Also, lately I've been realizing and feeling like it's important to document your life. Speaking for me personally, I don't know how much longer, you know, we'll be here on this earth. I don't know how much longer the earth we know it will exist, to be honest. I feel like the world could end within the next 20 years. But I just think it's important to document your life, bro. Like I think it's important to document, you know, the beautiful things you did, things you ate, you know, your thoughts, you know, how you felt about life during this time. You know, something to pass on for your children. Your ideologies, hopefully they imprint on them when they're your age. I would say I urge you to find the humanity in life. It may be hard to do, but I would encourage everybody to just embrace the beautiful things in life. I'm probably gonna edit all this last shit out. I've been reading the Bible more. And it tells me that humans have always been kind of messed up in our own way. And you know, we breed our own destruction. And I think money is one of those things, like money is one of the greatest symbolisms of us breeding our own destruction. And capitalism, and I think these things breed division. I think that these things breed hatred and jealousy and envy, and they cause people to harm each other and take things from one another. And I think the world needs less of that. And I really feel like ain't no telling how all this shit going in, bro. So just document your life, okay? Live life, have memories, make moments, and document that shit. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, leave a like, follow, subscribe. We appreciate you being here in the vault with us. We'll be back with another video. Peace.
No, they be spinning again the hoes, they just offer. Yeah. Fucking kick her out, she tried to stand till the morning. Put the yellow tape around the mall, cause I chalked it.